New videos every day.
My name is Marilee, and I am here today because I want to talk with you about happiness and a new baby. Having a baby changes your entire world. Changes your body, changes your relationship with your partner, changes your house. It changes everything. And it can be very easy to get overwhelmed and stressed and to feel negative and unhappy. But it is possible to be a new mom and to be happy. I want to share with you the 10 things that I have found to be the most helpful in cultivating happiness as a new mother. So number 1, you have to make a conscious decision to be happy. You have to make a conscious decision to interpret every situation as being great, as being fantastic. As long as your baby is healthy, then really everything else is fine. I myself have experience with this firsthand. I had planned to have a home birth with our baby and ended up, due to a spike in my blood pressure, ended up at the hospital, ended up having on-call doctors that I didn't even know, ended up in the end having to have a C-section. And while initially I even remember at the time thinking I could remember this as being horrible if I wanted to, but I didn't want this to be a bad memory. I didn't want the birth of my baby to be in my mind as something that didn't go like I planned, I failed, I did this. There's no point in dwelling on those thoughts because in the end we had a healthy, happy, beautiful baby girl. I recovered in just a couple weeks and now have an awesome battle scar that shows my commitment to my family and my dedication to my baby. So I wear my C-section scar with pride, and actually thanks to modern medicine, it's down so low that no one ever needs to see it ever in any situation. So it's not always the end of the world. It's important to remember that it's in your control how you perceive the situation. In cultivating my happiness as a new mother, I have found breastfeeding to be one of the most positive experiences that I have ever had. While there are some challenges that come with breastfeeding, it will help you feel so empowered as a mother. There's something that is so gratifying and rewarding about knowing that I am the only one who can feed my baby, that my body is making the most perfect food in the whole entire world for my baby. It will really help you just feel like that tough mom who has a smile on her face no matter what. It makes feeding so easy and convenient. There are times where she's playing on the floor, she's happy, all of a sudden, and I can just run right over. There's no bottle mixing, no formula buying. It's all right here, ready when you need it. Breastfeeding has helped me lose the baby weight. Breastfeeding really helps build a strong bond with your baby too. For her or him to associate you with food, it really helps bring the two of you close together. It also helps for you to learn your baby's cues, which is the third thing that I think will really help you be happy as a new mom, is learning your baby's cues. Paying attention to what your baby needs when your baby needs it. Why is my baby crying right now? If you are paying attention to their cues and you know, oh well, every time my baby gets tired, she rubs her eyes. Or every time my baby's hungry, she starts chewing at my collarbone and chewing on my chin, and I know that means that it's time for her to eat. It eliminates a lot of the unnecessary fussing that some babies have to do while you're trying to figure out what it is that's wrong. And the less your baby cries, the happier you both will be. The fourth thing that I really try to keep in mind when I'm interacting with my child is that your baby is a direct reflection of your attitude. If I am angry and frustrated, it's going to be so hard for my baby to feel happy and calm and smiling when I'm not even smiling myself. You need to smile at your baby for them to learn that that's what a smile is. The next thing that I try to do as a mother to cultivate happiness in our family is to do everything for my child from a place of love. I don't ever want to hit her to illustrate the importance of not hitting. I don't ever want to chastise her, even as a tiny baby, for pooping or for smelling or for spitting up on me. I think it's important to remember that every small moment adds up. And every small little time, every chance you have to smile, to react with love, to react with kindness, it adds up over time to a happy baby, which is really the main goal for most parents, is to create or to help raise a child who's happy. Another thing I do that's really fun and kind of helps cultivate happiness in our life is, I call it my baby lifting exercises. I just carry her, I hold her, I lift her, I play with her in a way that works out my muscles. You can feel it in your arms when you lay down and do airplane exercises with your baby. It helps me feel good because not only am I playing with my baby, but I'm also exercising a little bit. And as a new mom, you will find that it's really hard to find moments to go, I'm just gonna go and lift some weights while my baby sleeps. It doesn't really happen like that. So being able to mix in exercise and taking care of your baby is awesome. And your baby will love it because you're playing with your child. There's nothing more that your baby loves than your smiling, happy face, because you're their mom, you're their whole world at this point. So baby lifting exercises are really fun. Just carrying your baby around, although I have to be careful sometimes. I have to try to remember to carry her on both sides. You don't want to end up with just one massive muscle from carrying them. You gotta space it out. You can even think of when your baby is crying and you're rocking them to sleep as a chance to exercise. You can feel it in your shoulders and your back, and just think of it as an opportunity to strengthen not only your patience but your muscles. So one thing that I have chosen to do is to co-sleep with my baby. Now, co-sleeping is a rather contentious topic these days. You'll hear a lot of people express a lot of fear and disdain for even mentioning co-sleeping, but I think that a lot of that fear is perpetuated by the people who are trying to sell you cribs, to be quite honest. I think that when done safely, co-sleeping can be one of the biggest blessings and biggest benefits to your family, and especially nighttime nursing. When you sleep with your baby right next to you, I can feel her getting hungry even before she has to wake herself up. The other thing I do to try to be happy as a new mom is to really take the time to help my baby learn. And it really doesn't have to be anything fancy or anything bright or colorful. It's just taking the time to explore your everyday environment with your baby. My child's some of her favorite things are cups, spoons, teaching her what a plate is, teaching her this is your hairbrush. It's fun to have the toys with the pictures of the hippos and the My Baby Can Read with the lights and the sounds, but really the things around your house are the things they see the most. And for the building blocks of learning, it's really important to know what your cup is, where your bottle is. It really helps make you feel good as a mother to know that you are interacting with your child, that you are helping her explore her environment in a way that's safe and fun for her. And lastly, just remember that this time goes by so fast. You are going to blink your eyes and your baby will be grown and gone. And you really want to be able to look back on this experience as just the most wonderful memories ever. I realized that I was telling you about my birthing experience too. I knew that I was going to think of this day every day for the rest of my life. And I wanted it to be a day that I was going to think back of with fondness, happiness, love in my heart. And I think of every day that I spend with my baby as the same. I want to look back on this moment and to have it be one that was filled with joy, one that I really stopped and took the time to appreciate, because they grow up so fast and there's nothing more special in this world than the love between a mother and her child. So I really hope that this will help you in those first few days, few weeks, few months coming home. It can be stressful, it can be trying, but it can also be such a wonderful, beautiful time. And it's so important to remember that you are the best person to take care of your baby. There's no one on earth more apt to take care of their child than you are. So just remember that you're doing a great job, that you can do this, that being a mother is awesome power that we have as women. So let's enjoy it as much as we can. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Feel free to leave any comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Psychetruth's YouTube channel.